What if I told you the most celebrated, glorified, and sought-after performance-enhancing drug in modern America isn't some secret pill from Silicon Valley? It's just exhaustion. What if the secret to crushing it, to getting ahead, to disrupting the industry is to simply be so tired, so fundamentally sleep-deprived that your brain is basically running on fumes and the ghost of a bagel you ate 6 hours ago? It sounds insane, right? But look around. This isn't a hypothetical. This is the operating system for millions of us. Welcome to the great Burnout Paradox, the beautifully stupid, logically bankrupt loop of sleeping less to work more, only to work so much that all you can dream about is sleeping. Let's be honest, we've all seen him, the productivity guru on Instagram. He wakes up at 4:03 a.m., not 4, not 4:05, because the extra 2 minutes are for asymmetrical thinking. He's already meditated, drank a gallon of water infused with lemon and ambition, written a novel, and coded a new app that tracks how efficiently you blink, all before you've even managed to shut off your first alarm. His mantra? You have the same 24 hours in a day as Beyoncé. And you look at your own life, where your biggest accomplishment so far was putting pants on to take out the trash, and you think, he's right. The only thing standing between me and world domination is my pathetic need for 8 hours of sleep. And so begins the war. The enemy isn't the competition. It isn't the broken economy. The enemy is your pillow. Sleep becomes a luxury, an indulgence for the weak. We start treating our biological needs like optional software updates we keep hitting "Remind me tomorrow" on. We brag about it. We go to brunch and it turns into a misery contest. Oh, you only got 5 hours of sleep? That's cute. I ran on 3.5 in a cold brew concentrate I injected directly into my eyeball. I'm basically vibrating at a frequency only dogs can hear. We wear our dark circles under our eyes like medals of honor. They're not signs of impending physical collapse. They're proof that we are serious. We are committed. We are hustling. But here's where the logic starts to short-circuit, where the whole operating system crashes. The central promise of the hustle culture is that sacrificing sleep leads to more output, more productivity. You trade rest for results. It's a simple equation, right? Less sleep equals more work done. Except it's not. It's a lie. A beautiful, caffeinated, soul-crushing lie. Think about your phone. Would you ever intentionally keep your phone battery at 7% all day, every day, and expect it to function perfectly? Expect it to run complex apps, take high-res photos, and never ever lag? Of course not. You'd be a maniac. You'd be frantically searching for an outlet, cursing yourself for not charging it. Yet we do this to the most complex supercomputer on the planet, our brain, and we call it drive. What does work actually look like on 3 hours of sleep? It's not a montage of brilliant ideas and multi-million-dollar deals set to a killer soundtrack. It's you staring at a single email for 45 minutes trying to figure out how to spell the word sincerely. It's you rereading the same paragraph in a report 5 times because your brain has the retention of a goldfish with a concussion. It's making small, stupid mistakes that you then have to spend more time fixing tomorrow. You're not getting more work done. You're just spending more time at work looking busy. You're a zombie in business casual performing a pantomime of productivity. Your body's at the desk, but your soul is in your bed weeping. This creates the first twist in our illogical loop. You sacrifice sleep to be more productive, but because you're sleep-deprived, you become less productive. Your work is slower, sloppier, and riddled with errors. So what's the logical solution to this problem you've created? Yes, to work even longer hours to catch up and fix your mistakes. And to work longer hours, what do you need to do? You guessed it, sacrifice more sleep. It's a hamster wheel from hell, powered by espresso and self-loathing. You sleep less to work more. Your work gets worse, so you need to work more, which means you need to sleep less. You start mainlining caffeine not for the buzz, but just to feel human adjacent. Your lunch becomes a sad desk salad you barely taste while answering emails. Your idea of winding down at night is scrolling through your work phone until your eyes burn. And then comes the crash, the inevitable system-wide failure. We call it burnout. It's a sanitized, corporate-friendly term for a complete mental and physical collapse. Burnout isn't just being tired, it's a deep, corrosive cynicism. It's when you look at the job you were once passionate about and feel nothing but a black hole of dread. It's that feeling on Sunday evening that's less about the Sunday scaries and more like pre-traumatic stress disorder for the week ahead. And what happens when you hit burnout? Your body and brain finally pull the emergency brake. You are now so profoundly exhausted, so mentally fried, that you are forced to do the one thing you've been fighting against this whole time: rest. You take a mental health day, which really just means you lie on your couch in a state of near coma watching 12 hours of a reality show you don't even like. You finally sleep, not because you want to, not as a strategic choice, but as a medical necessity. You are a human laptop that has finally overheated and shut itself down. You spend a weekend, maybe a week, in recovery mode. You sleep for 10, 12, 14 hours. You eat a real meal. You see the sun, and you start to feel okay. The fog begins to lift. Your brain feels like it's rebooting. And right on cue, as you start to feel a glimmer of your old self returning, the loop prepares to begin anew. That little voice in your head, the one that sounds suspiciously like that 4 a.m. guru, starts whispering again. Okay, you're rested now. You're recovered. Think of all the time you lost. You need to make up for it. This week we're going to be extra productive. Let's start Monday off right. Maybe wake up just a little bit earlier to get a head start. And just like that, you're back at the starting line of the same stupid race. Why? Why do we do this? Why do we, as supposedly intelligent, logical beings, willingly participate in this cycle of self-destruction? It's because we've been sold a flawed version of the American dream. The old dream was about stability. The new dream is about disruption. It's not enough to have a good job. You have to be a game changer. It's not enough to be successful. You have to be a unicorn, a 10x engineer, a viral sensation. And this relentless pressure makes us vulnerable to the simple, seductive logic of outworking everyone else. It feels like the one variable we can control. We can't control the economy, we can't control luck, we can't control if our boss is an idiot, but we can control what time we set our alarm. The system loves it. A tired workforce is a compliant workforce. You're too exhausted to question authority, too drained to look for a better job, too busy trying to stay awake to wonder if the entire structure is fundamentally broken. The productivity industry loves it even more. They sell you the poison, the hustle, and then they sell you the antidote, the wellness retreats, the meditation apps, the $20 green juices. They created the disease and are happily charging you for the placebo. We're chasing a ghost. We're sacrificing the very source of our creativity, our problem-solving skills, and our mental health, our sleep, in the name of a fraudulent definition of success. We're trading a full night's rest for the privilege of staring blankly at a spreadsheet at 11 p.m., wondering where it all went wrong. So the next time you hear someone brag about how little sleep they got, or the next time you feel that pull to set your alarm for an ungodly hour to get ahead, just pause and ask yourself a simple question. Are you actually running a marathon toward success, or are you just a hamster on a very expensive caffeine-powered wheel spinning faster and faster, but ultimately going absolutely nowhere?